in 1998, Shawn Michaels was put as the WWF Commissioner, a portrayed matchmaker and rules enforcer, eventually joining Vince McMahon's group of wrestlers called The Corporation as a villain. However, in a segment on Raw is War, Vince McMahon explained his dissatisfaction with Shawn Michaels as commissioner, and even went on to say that he sucks.
You suck.
You suck. You suck.
As a result, Vince McMahon fired Shawn Michaels as commissioner, to which Michaels replied with a sweet chin music to the chairman. Gotta give props to Shawn and his dance moves. Oh, okay, that's just gonna get us demonetized. Stone Cold Steve Austin has had many run-ins with the chairman,
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
But one memorable moment was Stone Cold's first ever stunner to Mr. McMahon. This memorable moment featured in a 1997 episode of Raw and saw Austin deliver a stunner to the chairman after telling him that he can kiss his ass. Although it wasn't the greatest of sells, let's be honest, nobody ever thought to do anything to Vince McMahon back then, which is why this moment is so memorable. Austin was arrested by the New York police soon after he delivered the stunner as part of the segment. Oh yeah, there is also the moment where Stone Cold Steve Austin pretty much gives the whole McMahon family a stunner. In this amazing segment, we witnessed possibly the greatest sell in WWE history. Yep, that's right, you guessed it. Stone Cold Steve Austin's stunner on Linda McMahon. Just look at it. It's a thing of beauty. On the 28th of January episode of Monday Night Raw in 2013, Brock Lesnar returned after he quit back in SummerSlam to confront Vince McMahon about his decision to fire Paul Heyman, after giving Mr. McMahon a romantic no-snuggle. Lesnar then gave McMahon a devastating F5, after Vince McMahon warned Lesnar not to do something he would later regret. According to WWE.com, Mr. McMahon suffered a broken left hip that required surgery. However, since it was planned that Mr. McMahon was getting a hip replacement surgery, the whole thing was most likely a work that was added into the storyline to put over the beast. In an episode of Raw back in 2009, Randy Orton was in a segment with Mr. McMahon, which saw Mr. McMahon let Orton know that he made his dad, Cowboy Bob Orton, a superstar. He said that if he had not done that, Randy would not have been here now, and probably would have ended up being a gym teacher in St. Louis. The chairman then wanted an apology from Randy and threatened to fire him if he did not apologize. With his patience wearing thin, Mr. McMahon had enough, and just as he was about to fire Randy Orton, Orton slapped him across the face, before delivering a stiff kick to the head. He then gave McMahon a legitimate nasty punt kick across the head, which saw the chairman suffer a legitimate concussion. It was revealed backstage that Mr. McMahon had actually told Randy to legitimately kick him in the head, and that he was very pleased with how the segment went. I know, I too am wondering what goes on in that weird, twisted head of his. He must have taken a few too many hits to the head. Also, if you listen carefully, you can hear a screaming banshee. On the 12th of September episode of SmackDown Live, we saw Vince McMahon return to confront Kevin Owens about his son's actions. The very same actions that got Shane suspended after he snapped and started brutally attacking Kevin Owens after Owens insulted his kids. Vince McMahon started off by insulting Kevin Owens' physique.
Kevin, when you look in the mirror, how do you have any respect at all?
and how he got his ass kicked by his son, Shane.
You didn't fight back because Shane McMahon was beating your ass.
He then went on to let Kevin Owens know that he has not lost one court battle out of his many, due to the fact that he is a billionaire. Corruption. Sorry, bad cough. Kevin Owens responded by making Vince give his permission to be able to beat a McMahon senseless, and he agreed, mindlessly. Owens then viciously headbutted the chairman, which busted him open. He then gave Vince a super kick before delivering a frog splash to him from the top apron. You gotta give Vince credit, 72 years old and still willing to take bumps for the business he loves. I mean physical bumps, not actual bumps of cocaine, not that kind of business. I mean, he hasn't had a drug test in a while. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please show your support by leaving a like and sharing this video, as it really does help us a lot. Don't forget to comment below too, and we will pin up the best comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from us. Lastly, for daily wrestling facts and more, follow all of our social media accounts, which are on screen and in the description. Thanks, and until the next video.